Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So, we just finished up EZAing LR17 and Golden Frieza here. Yes, they are actually EZA'd this time. I didn't forget, right? I do have them for Link level 10. I only have them 55%, so we're going to be able to get a pretty decent showing of what this character can actually, do. We're going to go ahead and hop into just the 17 and Krillin fight, or the 18 and Krillin fight. Not a fight that's too hard, but not a fight that's too easy. Also, it's a fight that doesn't have the copyrighted music playing, so we don't have to hear that the entire time. Alright, I'll let you guys listen or watch the intro again, I guess. Why not, right? Perfect. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. This is actually really good rotation-wise. Alright. I just want to get everything set up and ready for the next turn. So, a couple big things about 17 Golden Frieza, right? One, they're on one of the most fun teams in the entire game right now, which is this current Universe Survival Saga Universe 17, right? But one big thing about them that is different in regards to this team specifically is that they are an extreme class character that is not on Realm of Gods, which means they do not benefit from the domain at all, right? TANKY domain, it does not matter whether or not we have that up because they won't get any benefit from it. It just doesn't work, right? Because UI Goku's domain is for super class and then for Realm of Gods, right? They don't get anything from that. And apparently, the way UI Goku's domain works for that extra dodge chance and for the dodge nullification is that only applies to superclass characters. So in events that dodge cancel, if you have this unit with full dodge, like I think I probably would if I had them maxed out, right? They will still not be able to dodge in fights like the New Blue Evolution Vegeta fight, which is interesting, right? Because that's just a weird check that they seem to have in their in the coding. You just can't dodge if you're an extreme class character. So just keep that in mind whenever you're running this unit on this team, because of the fact that they literally are unable to use the mechanic. Also, we blew through this first phase. I thought we were going to be in here a little bit longer. Alright. Now, I wanted to have these two together, but I don't think I can put Team Universe 7 in slot 1. Just like that. So we're going to put them in slot 2 here. Now, the main reason I wanted to go into this fight, right, is because not only are we going to have type advantage, but we're also going to have type disadvantage. So I kind of want to see the kind of difference that they do have here. Remember, on their first turn, right, they have an additional 50% damage reduction. So after they do their attacks, they are more than likely not taking any damage from anything. So let's go ahead and get them a decent amount of ki, and then we'll grab a Rainbow Orb with Team Universe 7 here. Alright. Vegeta should be fine, he has his guard up, but I want to see just what they can kind of do. They do have a good amount of their links active. They do share 5 out of 7 links with the Team Universe 7. Plus, they're getting the 1 Rainbow Orb of support from them. Do keep in mind, though, obviously I would have liked to be able to get the 2-turn support active for them as well, but we're very clearly not going to be getting that. So, let's just see what they can do and see what kind of stuff they can cook up here. And then hopefully we don't kill this fight before, we get more turns out of them. 5 million is not crazy, but they do have a lot of build-up in their kit. Remember, they not only have to do attacks, but they also have to do super attacks to build up a bunch of their stats. Okay, we got the next super. Also, I did EZA them. I did it. I promise I EZA'd them. These could not be super attacks if they were not EZA'd. I mean, honestly, they do need to build up, so I can't really hate on them too much. Plus, they have 3 attacks, so they have their, super high damage reduction, right? Plus, I have a 55%. I mean, obviously, they're not as explosive as this unit, because this unit just comes out the gate in their max power, right? Whereas 17 Golden Frieza, they need to build up first, right? They have to get their build up. If they're not getting their build up, they're not doing anything, right? So that is just one big thing that you just have to keep in mind for them. I don't believe they have anything else that I'm missing. Like, I don't believe they need a Rainbow Orb or anything like that. I think they literally just have to be doing attacks, And remember that for their active skill, once they do 4 attacks in battle, that's when they're able to do their active skill. That's all they need to just do 4 attacks. Yeah, I don't believe they have anything else in their passive that they need. It's just doing their attacks, and then we'll be good to go. So, I believe for supers they need to do 4. No, they need to do 5 supers and 7 attacks to be fully built up, and then they're good. Which is kind of a lot, but do remember that, like, of course, they have that massively high damage reduction. So it's really like you're gonna be fine because of how high their damage reduction is, and plus the fact that more than likely you're gonna be floating them around. So it shouldn't matter too much. Also, we're doing so much damage to them. I would really like to slow down a bit. I specifically targeted Goku because he's the tankier one, and we are blasting through him. That's that 2-turn support buff from the Team Universe 7, who is easily a better character, but I do think that this Golden Frieza 17 is top 10 contender. Right? I could easily see people saying that they like them better than the Evoken character, because they're basically defensive Evoken, if you think about it. Right? If you really want to get technical, that's basically what they are. Alright. So let's do this. How many links do they have here? Only 3. Defense 250. Remember that they are going to get all their attacks in, so they're going to get even more defense and damage reduction as they continue to attack. And hopefully they get a couple supers. Their additional super attacks aren't going to give them any extra defense, right? It just gives them 100% attack with each super, like 12 key that they do. But it is an option there. Also, do remember that if we were to fall below 77% HP at any point, then we would get another guaranteed additional super attack to help them build up even more. So, pretty nice. If we don't end up seeing their active skill here, which I don't think we will, I'll probably go into like a different random fight and see if we can get their active skill off, just because I want to have that animation in the video, right? But I do think that this character has definitely some significant value, right? If they get fraud out here, I'll be really upset. Okay, big jump, 8 million from last turn, about 3 million attack stat jump. And that's without support. Okay. Just give me all your attacks. Nice. Remember, every single one that they do, they're building up twice, basically. They basically get 31% attack and defense with every single super attack they do. And since they are physical, they do have a 5% chance to do an additional super attack, so can we get one? No. Okay. And then double digits from type disadvantage. This is a real fight, by the way. These guys hit harder than most of the Gogeta stages. So, just keep that in mind, right? I'm not upset. Sure, their attack stats are a bit lower than all the other units on this team, but if you really think about it, right, do you need another unit on this team to do damage? Like, do you? Like, legitimately? 'Cause I don't think so. I don't think you really do. They, like, they are not doing the damage, but you have Evoken, you have both of the 6th anniversary EZAs, you have Transformed UI, right? Even the Team Universe 7 does a bunch of damage, so you really don't need more characters that are doing a bunch of crazy damage, right? So I don't mind the fact that they themselves are not doing a lot of damage, especially in fights like the Evolution Blue Vegeta fight, where you need to have your turns like on point. Like, you need to enter like Evolution Blue Vegeta with your Tech UI's domain active. Like, you need that, or else you're just dead. Oh, we got Dragon Ball. Nice. I don't think they're all available yet. Also, let's hop just into another random fight to try to get their passive, their active skill active. So I'll see you guys once we get that active here. Alright, so we're back, and we're in the fight against the LR Gammas, right, in the Memorial Battle. But I just want to show this off. We have the active skill, and I'm going to use it here, but I want you guys to see the fact that it does not affect them when I pop this domain, right? So here's their current stats, right? 400k, they've done about like 4 or 5 attacks. The majority of them have been super attacks. Keep that in mind as well. So they have the majority of their build up, so their defense is already looking a lot better considering how high their damage reduction can get. But I want you guys to keep track of how much defense they have, because I'm going to open the domain and show it again, and you'll see immediately that it doesn't affect them whatsoever.
だが足止めに随分と全力を出されたようですね。
もし俺が失敗してもお前がいればあとは大丈夫だと思ったからな。
信頼していただけて光栄ですよ。
Alright, so when they have this active, not only do they get a massive amount of defense, right? Absolutely ridiculous amount of defense that they get from that. But what also happens is they get guaranteed crits for the turn. So if you're able to pair this up with, say, a turn where they're below 77% HP, not only are they going to do guaranteed 4 attacks, the majority of them probably going to be super attacks, but they're also always going to be guaranteed crits. So pretty nice ability. Now, I'm going to put them in slot 2 and hope that Goku doesn't kill. But Goku's probably going to kill. And I can't really make him not. Because we kind of do have to get him built up if I want to pop the domain anyway. And this fight, I don't... Like, they're not supposed to be in slot 2 or in slot 1. So I'm not going to put them there and then have them potentially get hit by a super attack and look bad. Because that's not their point. That's not their goal here. That's not what they want to do. They're distinctly designed to be in slots 2 or 3 as like a decent other option on the team. The high HP pool and the ability to live the majority of the attacks in the game. Right? Especially if they get all their attacks off. So, yeah, Goku's very clearly not killing here. He is not critting whatsoever. Thanks, buddy. Okay, you can calm down now. We still want to see 17 and Golden Frieza attack. I will say, the last turn before this, they did do pretty decent damage. And by decent, I mean, like, pretty much, if they were doing multiple 10 million attack stats, I would consider that decent. Right? Alright, calm down now, UI. We want to see Golden Frieza and 17, buddy. Thanks. Alright, let's see what they do. 14! Not bad! And I don't even think they're fully built up yet. We kind of take those. And then remember, every single one of these is a guaranteed crit. That we failed the super attack. This one we didn't. Every single 12k that they do also gives them 100% attack for the turn. So very quickly they start to ramp up. And we got the additional normal. So on that turn, that's 4 attacks. Right? I believe that would be... what, like 68% damage reduction that they would have had, plus that massive amount of defense that they did have as well. So you can very quickly see that they do get quite impressive. Now, I believe this Gamma one does... what? He does a countdown, right? Or was that the last turn that does a countdown? I cannot remember, to be honest with you. Can you dodge? Please? Thank you. So honestly, pretty damn good. And we're also going to see them get the 2-turn support active as well next turn if we don't kill this guy by the time we get there. But I think they're pretty solid. Again, I think the best way to view them is as a defensive version of Evo Ken, right? Yes, they do need to build up a bit, but at the same time, they're also incredibly tanky, especially that first turn of theirs. Even a 55% one is going to be able to eat, like, Evolution Blue Vegeta super attack. Like, they'll be completely fine. Because of just how much goddamn damage reduction they have. This might be one of those characters, though, that is probably dupe reliant. So you're going to want to try to make sure that you get, like, dupes for them, or else, because, like, you want to have the ability to hit that additional super attack consistently. Or, like, the additional normal from the hidden potential system. You want that bad, right? So this is definitely one of those characters that you're going to want to focus on. Like, if you have dupes for them, they're going to look a lot better than if you don't have any dupes at all, like mine does, right? Obviously, we've been able to hit it, but it's going to be significantly more consistent, especially their tankiness, if you have enough dupes to give them a decent amount of additional in their hidden potential system. If you're below 77% HP, that is not going to be an issue because you have 4 separate chances to proc that 5%, right? Actually, technically it's 10%, right? But it is going to make it a bit more reliable if you have some more dupes in them. So I think they're nice. I like them. I would probably put them at like 10th on a top 10 list. I think they're pretty damn good. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.